What is going on, guys? Today we have got another player review. I know it's a little bit late. I'm pretty sure the squad builder is still up for it, but we are looking at Flashback 90 rated Tevez. Let's get in it. So with these player reviews, I want to try something a bit different. I want to try and kind of move it into a little bit of sections, kind of. So to start with, as you can see from the title, we're going for the squad that I'm going to be using. And as you can see, with Tevez, I think, to be honest, a lot of people will use him as a super sub. So that is how I'm going to use him. I know Gomez and maybe Messi and people like that will link with him. I'll get onto that in the next section. But this is the team that we're going to be rocking. And I did rock the weekend league with this, and Tevez was coming on the whole of it. So looking at Tevez's record at the minute, he played about 24 games and scored 10, got 11 assists. And then the problem with this video is I didn't record any of it. For some reason, none of my footage actually saved from the FUT Champs. So I'm kind of going off a little bank on what I've got with him. Mainly a few assists. But this is kind of the format that I want to do the videos. Well, the play reviews anyway. So the team that we're rocking, obviously, it's my pretty much weekend league team that I've used for the past couple of weeks. Obviously, I've got Neymar and Mbappe in the informed versions now. But the main thing that I do change for him is when I go into the 4-3-2-1, I whack him up front and then Ronaldo just behind him. Obviously, then Neymar and Mbappe on them wings. And it's a pretty solid squad. Moving into the players that link with this card. So I've chosen pretty much all Argentina players, and then a few from his league that so happen to be Argentina as well. Icons are pretty irrelevant because we know all of them link with anyone, so I didn't put any of these in, and I won't throughout any video, just to show you who links with him. So as you can see in the striker role and right wing role, we have the, I don't even know what team he actually plays for, Buenos Aires. So I've butchered that, I know that very much so. But I believe the Zarate card and the right wing card are both League SBC completion players, so you can only have one of them. You obviously could have their normal cards, but they're not quite as good. But then we've also got one of the cams there. Looking at the bench, we've got Messi, Aguero, Dybala, Higuain, Icardi, Gomez, and Di Maria. All of them are special cards or have special cards at the very least. So there is plenty of options for you to whack him in, depending on what your team is saying. But for me, my team quite isn't there with any Argentinian links, and it makes it, because of Ronaldo and a few other leagues, it makes it very difficult for me to try and get him in. So Super Sub is pretty much where he's going to be, but there is a few of the options that you can have when using this card. Now we're moving into the basic information of this card. So basically with him, I'm going to run down the information of him, all the attributes, all that kind of good stuff, and it's going to be on screen whilst I do that. So standing in at his height, he is 5'7", medium low work rate, which isn't the greatest. I would prefer a high low work rate, and I think it does show a little bit in the game. But I think that's why he's a centre forward originally, and it does work all right in that card for me. I switched it up and moved Ronaldo up top, and then put Tevez on the centre forward / cam role, and he actually did pretty well. I wanted to score more, which I didn't think he did as a centre forward or cam as much, but I still think he played very well, and this card is insanely nice. Looking at the weak foot skill moves, he has got a 3-star weak foot and a 4-star skill moves, which again, weak foot could be better. Skill moves is pretty alright. I don't really need anything major with this card, and that is what I'm going for. So then moving into some of the attributes, this is where it gets absolutely tasty. Looking at his basic on-card attributes, we have got 88 pace, 92 shooting, 80 passing, 88 dribbling, 60 defending, and 85 physical. This card is really nice. For the price that you pay, I believe it's about 140k. I probably could get it for a little bit cheaper as well. I'd say it's definitely worth it. To get a 90 rated flashback in your club, I'd say 100% it's worth it. So running down a few of the stats, we have 90 acceleration, 86 sprint speed, phenomenal pace for him. Shooting is where it gets really tasty at a 92 overall. He has 93 attacking position, 92 finishing, 99 shot power, which is unreal. 83 long shots, 88 volleys and penalties. So looking at the shooting already, I'm pretty happy with this card. The pace and the shooting regardless is by far the best bit about this card. Looking at a few of his passing stats, we have 84 vision, 84 short pass, and the rest are kind of a bit lower. Don't really care about that because for me, I want goals with this player. Then moving into the dribbling, another really impressive stat for him. We've got 86 agility, 83 balance, 83 reactions, 86 ball control, 89 dribbling, and 90 composure. Oh my god, this card just does not get better. But wait, we go into the physical. He has 85 stamina, decent, really good, 85 strength and 87 aggression. Just look at the stats. The stats on this card are unreal. For an 150k card that's 90 rated, granted, yeah, the league isn't the great, the nationality necessarily isn't perfect for the teams this year, but just look at it. Super sub material right here. And finally, to finish off, we go into some gameplay. I really apologise for the footage with this one. I really wanted to make it a little bit better, but like I said, I don't know where the footage went, and I was kind of making do with what I've got. But this is, I just wanted to get this out to show the format of the player review. So, this card, fast, can shoot, can dribble, has got strength, can go pretty much the 90 without stopping. I really couldn't find too much of a fault with this, apart from possibly his height weren't the greatest, so he can't win headers, but he does win a few. If you got him on back post, then he can just nick in. He does get headers in, and he did score a couple for me, but obviously when it comes to the standing jump headers, not really the greatest. But this card, personally for me, is play on the ground, get a through ball for him, get him up close. He's got good enough strength and good enough physical to really have that first touch, get a pass off, and then lay off to him as a run. And I think that is where you want to play this card. If you're going to go for an overall review of this card, the height isn't the greatest, the weak foot isn't the greatest. Obviously, the skill moves could be one better. Really being nitpicky with this card because he was that good. And to be honest, his finishing, with a 92 shooting, I was expecting just a tad better. Not saying this card can't shoot, because by God he can. But I expect a little bit more finesse with him in the sense of like the actual word, not finesse shots. So in general, I was really happy with this card, and I thought, you know what, most definitely worth it. Very enjoyable, brings back a lot of memories from Man U, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I'd definitely go and pick him up. Very enjoyable, very affordable for a lot of people. 100k, 150k, if you play your squad battles, you play your foot champs, your division rivals, that's easily a week's worth of work. Obviously, he doesn't have too much long left on the SBC, and with the up-and-coming team of the year, I believe if he is still on by the end of today/tomorrow, you could probably get him quite cheap as well, probably just looking at the 100k mark. So overall, I'm giving him a 9.4. It is, I really need to check if this is the highest rating I've given, but I really enjoyed this card. I thought he was very good at all the basics, very good at a few of the kind of advanced movements for me, the real good shots that you look at them and you're like, wow, okay, he scored an absolute banger. So I'm giving him a 9.4. I really did enjoy this card, and I think everyone else should definitely go pick him up. Even if he's going to be a super sub, he does challenge Aubameyang for me, but you know what? I put him at the cam, I put him at the striker, I put him on the wings when I'm super subbing, and he's phenomenal. He's such a good card. And I'd say, yeah, definitely go pick him up. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash down that like button. Comment if you've got him. What do you think? Do you reckon my review is good enough for him? And let me know what your opinions are of him. Also, a quick question. Let me know what flashback you're looking forward to most. Who are you wanting next? Personally, for me, I'm looking at a David Luiz centre defensive mid. If that, I'm probably looking at an Ashley Cole left back. Even though the league won't be great, I'm really looking for them two for me, just to get a bit more defence. I feel like they'll go defensive in the next one. So let me know what you want. Who are you wanting in the flashback? And also guess the rating as well. That'd be pretty sick. So if you did, make sure you subscribe for more content. I'll be bringing you more player reviews like this coming soon. And I'll see you all again next time. Peace!